Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new week in Taiko World Cup 2021. I am Beat43210, and today I'm joined by Teasel as we watch the opening match of the quarterfinals match. Diesel, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. I hope that you're doing alright as well, along with everyone else watching along. This is the quarterfinals match between China and the Philippines. We've already come across a match for the losers bracket, so the loser of this match will be out of the tournament already.
Yeah, it's going to be a deadly start to the tournament, kicking off with the loser bracket match.
Yeah, pretty scary for both these teams indeed. They've been putting in a really good performance this year, but the time has come for one of them.
And the community is not even that well aware who it will be. I believe the Philippines and China have a very even distribution in the pick'ems.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've only just seen it myself, with 50.7% in favor of the Philippines, with the remaining 49.3% for China.
So it's going to be...
got to be one of the closest I've seen.
I mean, it is the closest to date. I believe, the margin of difference is only 1%. So, yeah. I believe the next closest we had was a 2% difference, and that was back in group stage. I think. I don't know if my memory's serving me correctly, but regardless, it's going to be an exciting match, indeed. And for those who are tuning in for the first time, there are 5 no-mod maps, 2 hidden, 2 hard rock, 2 double time, 3 Fremont, and a tiebreaker if needed. Best of 11 players roll and get 1 ban apiece. China will be banning first, so I suspect that they did lose the roll.
Yeah, it looks like they have decided to ban No-Mod 3.
Milk Crown, I believe, is the speedier no-mod pick.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Definitely an interesting ban to see right off the bat.
Yeah, it's very uncommon to see the No-Mod 3 getting banned. Last week it wasn't banned a single time. And in group stage, though, it was banned 5 times, so it was a bit more popular back then.
Well, a new pool brings new challenges. And those new challenges, some teams will just say, like, nope, we just want to ban it. We don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, sometimes the map itself is just like, it just doesn't work for the team, you know?
Yeah, 100%. There are a lot of very interesting maps as they deliberate the ban pick. Also, they're deliberating who will show up and say the ban. I believe there's a bit of issues going on, but should be wrapped up fairly shortly. But there are some very... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it doesn't seem like anything too serious so far, hopefully.
It's all good. There are some very interesting bans that could be thrown out. You know that both hidden picks are very scary. Hard Rock 2 is also scary. And there we go, Hidden 1 will be banned. Which is low.
Yeah, the Philippines have been kind of favoring banning the Hidden so far. They banned Hidden 1 last week as well.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like they are repeating themselves again. Pachaco, disappointed, because Low is a good song, but they need to ban it. And ban they will. Oh. That means we have almost an entire pool to play with, and Philippines will be picking first. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not aware of the rolls numbers themselves, but...
Yeah, it does look like we're having a couple of rolls, just players checking their connection.
Yeah. And Philippines picking No-Mod 1, Finn Arkdeer.
You've probably put it better than I can.
I mean, Finn, like it's the end of a film. Arc, like a story arc. And then Deer, as in like Dear Diary.
Yeah, sounds right.
I hope it does. Yeah, so fairly average size length nomad map. Tests a little bit of everything with a bit of an emphasis on consistency.
Yeah, it's been a week since I've seen the pool, but if I remember correctly, this one didn't really have anything crazy going on.
Exactly. You could say one of the craziest things about the map is that it does have an OD of 7, which is fairly high for Nomad in general.
Perhaps. I mean, getting up to this sort of quarterfinal stage in the pool, it's probably a bit more expected by this point.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be more noticeable moving up from what normally would be 5s and 6s to 6s and 7s. Maybe even 7.5s in the later stages we may see. But it is 225 BPM and a star rating of 6.7. As Blastic, Riots, and Pueji will be playing for China. And Pachaco and Jaime stepping in for the Philippines. It looks like they're already on the way. We're just a little bit behind. But good luck to the players.
Alright, let's hope that these players are nice and warmed up.
Yeah, it may take a while for the clients just to quickly sync up. But if what we're looking at is correct, Philippines off to the double S start. Both players.
Yeah, China finding quite a lot of accuracy drops at the very beginning there.
You know, shaking off the tournament nerves as they get underway. So they are finding a lot more flow in the song. As you can see, both players recovering to 99%. But Blastic, Riots, and Pueji, Pachaco will all pick up misses. Although Pueji suffering the worst of it as he drops to 95% accuracy. Wait, what? That was... Okay, never mind.
Inclined. Oh,
Pueji did not miss. That changes everything. As clients like, no, here's the real story. China remains competitive with the Philippines.
Blastic's picking up another miss though.
Yeah, and that did not look like a mistake from the client. But he does recover very quickly, so his accuracy is not going to be hurt too much by the miss.
Talking about accuracy, Jaime is holding a very comfortable 99.75.
He's doing a pretty good job for the Philippines, helping to establish a very good footing on this Nomad map. And it's going to help his team win in convincing fashion. It holds to the very end here, which they will. Philippines get on the board, winning by a margin of 48,000 points. Fairly defending from their own pick without that much threats. Although Pueji did his best, getting a full combo as well. Unfortunately, was outmatched by Jaime's 7 100s.
Yeah, very nice accuracy coming in from Jaime, but pretty good plays all around from all of the players.
And Pachaco getting a really good combo as well, helping the Philippines just a little bit, just to push them over the line. So, Philippines start off 1-0. And now China will be next to pick.
Yeah, as expected, we may have seen the Philippines probably one of their strongest picks to ensure that they get a nice early point on the board. So we may see something similar coming from China. And they go for Nomad 5.
And it's going to be Bluff Flyer, the gimmick map of the pool. China willing to test Philippines' preparation.
Yeah, arguably one of the easiest kind of what's called gimmick maps so far seen in the tournament. But that just means that there's much less room for error.
Exactly. But even though it may be a little bit easier, there is memorization involved. Unlike previous maps where it's either just been gimmick, like accelerated ninjas, or just reading bar lines, changing the color in your head. This is the first time it's just pure memorization.
Yeah, fortunately, the memorization section is actually a repeat of a previous section. So if players have kind of forgotten it, they can sort of quickly refresh their mind. But in this sort of setting of, you know, every point counts in the Taiko World Cup, so you know, nerves could make a very big difference.
Exactly. But having an OD of 6.5 will be a little bit helpful in maintaining accuracy. But only milliseconds. Anyways, here we go.
Seeing quite a lot of roster changes, Philippines swapping at both of their players, bringing in Finby and Airy, and China bringing Ukura Risona for this map as well.
And starting off with the very first slow section of the song. Nighter player getting caught off guard by the very snailed pace. Never mind. Both Airy and Ukura picked up misses. Although Airy did come out much worse, suffering a 2% accuracy deficit against Ukura. And Finby not being able to help the situation too much. Blastic Riots will miss.
We do have two misses from China now, but their accuracy is just so much more superior compared to the Philippines so far.
It's doing them wonders right now.
Alright, here's the practice for the memorization. Let's see if the players can get it.
Looking good so far. But Airy will be the only player to pick up a miss. Not good for Philippines. But there's a few more tricky sections left. Although the combo momentum is certainly going to be helping China right now. Although Airy is finding misses here and there.
We still see Finby full combo in this map, coming up to the end, so hopefully they can maintain that full combo.
And that full combo has just died. Ukura losing his massive combo too. Blastic Riot's the only person above 400. And he will come out on top with a 98.91% accuracy. And that is going to help China take their first point, proving that their preparation was more superior.
Yeah, combined total of only 5 misses is pretty good, and their accuracy is very, very strong as well.
Airy had a good 100 count, but the misses did hold him back a little.
Not too much to worry for the Philippines, though, as that was potentially one of China's strongest picks, so...
Exactly. If you want to test people in their preparation, lots of people tend to do it earlier on in the match. People don't tend to save it for later. And China just wanting to get it out the way, get themselves on the board. They have done so.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, clearly this is one of the best backgrounds so far that we've seen in the Taiko World Cup 2021.
Ooh, I think we have future weeks that will want to contest that.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that at all.
And we already got custom maps. Just waiting till we do custom backgrounds. Well, more.
I like your thinking there.
Exactly. Wow. Nomad pool is actually running out fairly quickly. We've already had one ban and 2 picks back to back. The only maps left is Nomad 2 and Nomad 4. when that runs out, they're going to be moving into the modern pools.
Looks like we're going to start that just now, going for double time 2, Imaginary Liquid Justice.
Mapped by Nardo. Definitely the speed DT pick in the pool. I believe it is 285 BPM if I recall correctly. We have Alts 190 boosted.
It's probably somewhere around there.
It's somewhere around there. It's close enough.
I can't do maths.
Neither can I. Now I got numbers on my name, but that doesn't mean I can do math. But definitely a more older style map. Definitely fast and going to be pushing it in terms of speed.
Yeah, for most taiko players watching, they'll probably recognize this map. It was a very popular kind of map around. Yeah, it's currently at 5.1 star. It used to be a little bit lower, I think, in the previous SR version. They're just a very, very solid map overall that everyone's probably played at least once.
It was very, very solid map, which then turned to a very solid farm map, which then was used as a very solid tournament map. And now it's being used in Taiko World Cup. I would say overall it's very solid. So that should be all good. Spachako and J-Man look set to be playing for the Philippines. And here we go. Yep, 285 BPM, 3 minutes in length. Speedy times ahead. Philippines looking to challenge China after they banned the no-mod speedy map, thinking that they may find good fortunes here. But Pachaka picks up a miss at the start.
Yeah, really not the start that you want to see to a map.
Slipping at the start of the racing line.
Although, if you are going to miss somewhere, the start is probably the best place.
Statistically, it is the best place. But it's okay because J-Man's been doing pretty well. Holding the double S in the first 200 notes of the song, of which both players from China is unable to compete. Oh, but J-Man has picked up a severe miss, and that is actually going to keep things extremely close. Lead that J-Man had is now gone.
Yeah, the score is slowly moving over to China's side, it looks like. Based on the fact that they're still holding 2 full combos, but the accuracy is letting them down a little bit.
Weiji will miss, which will flip things back in Philippines' favor. And the client calling for a tactical timeout, as he just refuses to move along.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Oh, there we go. But Koeiji will get an extended tactical timeout. Obviously, it's a brand new rule. We just call it time stop.
Yeah, it seems to be going pretty well so far. Okay, looks like they're just going to be severely behind for a while. So this makes looking at the score very difficult.
Yeah.
But double miss from the Philippines, that could actually switch the score back over to China, but we just can't tell.
Absolutely desynchronized, but that is all good. As all the players seem to be trading misses for the most part. However, the Philippines is currently favoring with better accuracy, having 98% on both sides. Weiji is behind, but he is holding a stronger combo, which may do them favors. Unfortunately, Plastic Riot is finding struggles at that section of the song, which everybody but Weiji's at.
Yeah, both the players for the Philippines finding a break as well.
Exactly. But it looks like Philippines' accuracy should be doing well for them. Like, I know Weiji will have the opportunity to try and cut back on that score lead. but he is down on accuracy a little bit. I feel like that's going to hurt his chances at pulling it back.
Yeah, the combo is really, really strong, but accuracy is just so important in Taiko Scorpio 2.
And that combo was gone as well. And it looks like the other 3 players will be finishing first. And there we go. 3 players have finished. Blastic Riot's fitting right in the middle between Pachako and JMeth, so if Weiji could score over 1 million points, he would be able to take the point. However, at 95%, that is very unlikely to happen.
And the scores have disappeared from the stream now.
And there we go. Quick math
like...
says Philippines wins. Because 2 players have 1 million, and China only has 1 person with 1 million. Quick math. That was the most interesting desynced match we've ever got. That was funny.
Yeah, that was bad.
Damn, we can't even like watch the competitive lead because it's just like all blown out in one direction. Wow. Bancho's just being Bancho, ladies and gentlemen.
As usual.
As usual. But there we go. 1 double time down. Will we see another anytime soon?
Probably.
Maybe in the future. But not right now, as China is going to attack Philippines on Hidden 2. And this is, I would argue, this is one of the most difficult maps in the pool.
Yeah, it's quite crazy.
Zotera's mapping style, combined with Hidden and SV, it's going to be quite crazy.
It's a fun map, though. Yeah, by the looks of it, as the Philippines have kind of exploit China's kind of speed weakness, China's going to hit right back and go for the hidden weakness of the Philippines. Alright, does look like we have roster changes coming in for China. We have Okura coming in, as well as Michael. And the Philippines looks like they're just sticking with their main 2 players right now. Oh no, it looks like Philippines is actually going to be swapping a player. Alright, and having Finby coming in for the Philippines, we're going to get this map started. And we see lots of accuracy drops everywhere for everyone other than Okura, an incredibly strong slow hidden player. Alright, as the map picks up speed, the players are looking a bit more comfortable with their accuracy, but they're going to take quite a bit of time to build it up, with all of those misses at the beginning. halfway through, we have both of the China players holding a very convincing full combo with pretty decent accuracy as well. Philippines still finding a lot of chokes here and there, but kind of building up their accuracy to 94% so far. How will they fare on this other slow section? Pochko does find quite a few misses, but so does Michael, breaking the full combo. Another double miss from both teams, but Michael's struggling a little bit more with his speedier section at the end. And there we have it. Another point for China. Okura being the only person to full combo with a very nice accuracy, actually. Yeah, as predicted in the pick'ems, this match is very, very close so far, and there's no breakpoints being given up so far. But maybe as we go on and teams start to begin to run out of picks, that's kind of when we'll start to see perhaps getting a bit more one-sided. Or maybe we'll just see it kind of keep going on like this until the tiebreaker, who knows. Alright, going back to the Philippines pick. Honestly, because these teams are so evenly matched and they've kind of already exploited one another's weaknesses, I'm not too sure what they could pick. I think they could perhaps start trying to go for the free mods since all of those are still open. But I think all of the players are just still very confident on just all of the mods. They'd be able to probably pull out a Hidden Hard Rock as well as another mod. But they do decide to go for No Mod 4 instead. Hello.
Sorry about that.
No problem. We just played Hidden 2? Yes, Hidden 2, and China won pretty convincingly. And we're now back to the Philippines pick of No Mod 4.
Well, here we go. With none other than Sammy Noah to Sumudi.
Everyone loves a nice, slow technical map. Looks like Pochko is struggling with this quite a bit with quite a bit lower accuracy compared to all the other players with a strong 99 plus.
Yeah, they're doing very well so far. As Pochko is struggling to keep up with the rest of the lobby. Unfortunately, J-Man missing will make Philippines' life a bit more difficult. But Blastic Riot's giving Philippines a bit of breathing room as he picks up a miss at the very end.
Yeah, still maintaining a very strong accuracy though, because it was at the end.
Unfortunately, for the Philippines, Michaelon doing very well, still sitting at a full combo at 99%. Blastic Riot following up with a very strong accuracy himself. Pochko missing is going to make Philippines' life a bit more difficult. The song is coming to a huge end here. But Michaelon that does pick up a miss in the streams.
Still holding very strong though.
Exactly. But now as things wrap up to an end. And just like that, China takes the first breakpoint.
Oh, you're right, that was a breakpoint. Alright, so that's a very important part of this match now. So that gives China a pretty decent lead, so the Philippines are going to absolutely have to take another breakpoint from China if they're going to want to kind of win this, so... And we're also going back to China's pick now, so this could potentially put them to a 4-2 lead.
Exactly. Blastic Riot will pick 3